Okay, everybody, it's your girl Barbie J here with Tyler Perry's comedy drama ZATIMA, Season 2, Episode 17, Energy Shift. Here we are with another good episode. I'm glad these episodes move quick. The synopsis for this episode is more detailed. It says Zach and Jeremiah come to blows after getting devastating news about their mom. Fatima considers getting back together with Zach, and Belinda confronts Nathan about being too honest. All right now, so before we jump in with this recap review, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share to this channel. Hey Barbie J, subscribe, like, comment, and share. So it starts with Fatima, who's calling Paul, who's in his car, and he can tell something is up. And she asks him if he'll go running with her, and she needs to clear her head. So he's not into running, he says, but says he'll grab his bike and ride alongside with her. She's like, I don't want you to think I'm using you. I just need a friend. 2 dates and now they're friends. I'm like, really? Anyway, so he tells her that it's late and she shouldn't be out there alone, so he'll pick her up in 30 minutes. Then Angela comes in the room and asks Fatima what she about to do and why didn't she ask, her to go running. So Fatima tells her why. She tells her, what happened the last time they were supposed to run, anyway. So now that outfit that Angela has on, I myself thought it was like lingerie, but it seems I was wrong because she said something like she was going out. And I was like, what? But she said, I'm trying to get effed. And I was like, well, that's the damn perfect damn outfit. I'm just saying. Anyway, so now they're downstairs by the kitchen and Fatima's in her running gear and Angela changed it to this leopard print bra and short set with a black robe. And I'm thinking, yeah, that outfit screams, I want to get effed. I'm just saying it. So Fatima tells her that what she's going through, with Zach is a lot and told her that she'll be back after her run and won't get in their way. So the doorbell rings. Angela says, sorry, gotta go. My D is here. I said, oh, damn. So Sam comes in and says hello, and he likes what he sees, and he asks Angela if she has something to drink. She said yes, and adds that she has stuff to smoke as well, but it's upstairs. He said, oh, ish, I like that. She said, I thought you might. So they said goodbye to Fatima and went upstairs. I was like, damn, girl. So now we have Zach in the hospital talking to the doctor who tells Zach his mother overdosed on fentanyl and isn't looking good. Zach asks to go and see her, and the doctor tells him that, they're working on her now, that it may be unpleasant to watch, so she'll come and get him when it's time, when he could go back there. So Connie stands up and is hugging him. He's teary-eyed, and, you can hear the tears in his voice and stuff, And then all of a sudden, Jeremiah walks up saying, what the F you looking at? So Zach asked Jeremiah, what happened? You know what I'm talking about. You supposed to be watching her. And they started going back and forth. Then Jeremiah said something which I knew would set Zach off. He said, I tried bringing mama over to you, but you too concerned about that little itch you got. Yeah, I said, what? Zach was like, what did you say? And Jeremiah repeated what he said. And Zach attacked his crack ass. He bust Jeremiah up, threw him on the floor, started punching him, and Connie pulled him off, and Zach yelled, I effing hate you at Jeremiah, and Connie takes control of the situation, telling them to sit down and saying just what I was thinking. Y'all up here and here fighting in the hospital like some stupid little iggers scaring all these white people. He said, why your mother back there fighting for her life? And Zach is like, he's effing high. And she says, I know, and tells Jeremiah he should be ashamed of himself and stop scratching his nuts because he looked nasty. I said, damn, that is nasty. So now we have Fatima and Paul on some swings in the park, and he asks her, what does running do for her? And she told him it helps her clear her mind. And he tells her that he saw Zach earlier that day, and Fatima asked where, and so he told her, and she asked, how did it go? And Paul says, we're men, you know how it went. And Fatima said testosterone, and Paul said a whole lot of that. So Paul asked Fatima, if Zach would apologize and show you his heart, would you forgive him? And Fatima says, see, he already thought he knew that, y'all. Remember, he said it the other day. Now he's up here asking like he knew something. And she said, he does show me his heart. Bam, I told y'all. That's what I was saying. And what Zach was telling Paul, baby, you new here. Don't be acting like you know me. Thank you. So now Paul is saying, he don't want to complicate things right now. But if you need a friend, I'm like, she needs a friend for just what y'all doing right now. We're just talking. That's it. He still got sex on his mind. And Fatima lets him know, to my he's so attracted to her right now. But Fatima lets him know, I ain't come here for all of that. So he starts talking about her using him again, but he doesn't mind and didn't stop saying it. And she tells him, that she's sure he has plenty of girls he can call. And Paul says, and use them the way you're using me. And she asks, what is that called? Karma. I said, oh, girl, no, you didn't. But let Barbie J interject here. Being a friend to someone doesn't mean when you're there for them, for company, that you're supposed to receive something in return at that point. Paul, really? So anyways, Paul said he's going to keep hope alive that she'll call him one day. And she told him that's not going to happen, so don't wait on it. Then I said, oh, girl, go ahead. Tell him. Then he tells her that, he has had sex with her about 12 times in his mind. I'm like, ew. And so Paul goes on and on about fantasizing about her and saying he's a damn good friend. I said 3 days of interaction does not make you a damn good friend, Paulie. I'm just saying. So this is why Fatima needs to stop calling on him and find someone else to hang out with, like a girlfriend and not a man. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so Fatima asks Paul, why is he so complicated? And adds, it's so exhausting. She just want to clear her mind. So he says, okay, clear away. And she says, I just want to go home and take a shower and go to bed. And he says, okay. See, now you got me thinking about you naked. And Fatima's like, huh? And then she said, let's go. And they leave. So now we have Belinda coming home and Nathan's in her house. Does he have a key or does she just leave her damn door unlocked? What's up? And anyway, she's pissed because she called him 3 hours ago and now she's thinking he was with some other girl. And he lets Belinda know that they aren't together nor dating. So what's up with that? So she told him he's right and then said she laid into him saying he's effed up for telling his little friends that she made that profile. And he's like, you did make the damn profile, and that makes you effed up for doing some ish like that. And he said, he would never do any underhanded ish like that to Zach. And he took ownership of what went down with him, Fatima, and Lori, saying it was his fault. Then he asked her why she hating on them so much, and she said she don't like Zach because he's a hoe. And Nathan tells her, don't disrespect my boy, and that Zach is different with Fatima. He tells her, how Zach turned down Connie, a girl Zach couldn't resist back in the day and didn't think twice about it. Belinda's like, what, he done found Jesus now or something? But she was like, I was like, Belinda, ooh, she a hater. But she was like, I said she was at the damn open mic and heard what Connie said, and she knows, but she's sitting there saying she ain't never seen this biatch and she must be dried up. And Nate said, nah, she fine as hell, And so he tells her that Zach and Fatima are all about each other and that he and Belinda are wrong and that she needs to drop this ish. And she says she ain't dropping it because he's a whore. Sweetie, what is it that you're doing right now with Nathan? Hoeing yourself, girl. You better roll that back. So anyway, Nate realizes that Belinda likes Zach and she denies it, gets upset and tells him to leave. He's like, you want me to stay. And she's like, well, maybe this last time, then you gotta go. So he's like, well, since this will be the last time, I'm going to make it count. I said, oh, okay now, Nate. I heard he was blessed, she said. Anyway, so now we got Fatima trying to get some sleep. She has to on her headphone, but still she can hear Angela in there having sex. And she said, sounds like she in there with a horse. And I was laughing. She said, damn, she can have sex with a horse, but not with Bryce. I said, yeah, hello. Something not wrong with that. Anyway, back at the hospital, Jeremiah's blaming Zach for not being there, and Karen and Zach is like, whatever. You act like I wasn't there, going through it as well. But you know what? You win for having the most effed up life, for having me locked up and mama high all the time. You win. And then Connie's telling them to stop. And Jeremiah asks, where's the bathroom? He got to go piss. And Zach said, just own it. You going in there to get high. You can't even go 10 minutes without it. And Jeremiah walks away. Now we have Fatima going downstairs and catching Sam naked. He covers up and runs back upstairs. And then Angela comes down and asks Fatima, where's she going? And are they keeping her up? And she says that she's going to Zach's. Angela's like, really? And it's like, are you sure? And Fatima says she's not sure about anything right now. So Angela's scared. She's going and to see Zach, and she leaves. Connie calls Tony and asks him to get to the hospital because Zach's mom OD'd and she can't keep him and Jeremiah off each other. They fighting like animals. She insists Tony calls Nathan to come as well after he told her. Tony told her 2 times that Zach don't want to see that Igga. Then she's like, I'm telling you to bring him. So then he calls Nathan, who's having sex with Belinda, and answers the phone. I swear he's so stupid, and he says, what? She OD'd. Okay, I'll meet you there. And Belinda's like, what's going on? And he tells her, and she's like, oh, I want to be there for you, Nate. Tell me she want to go too. He's like, you don't know me like that. And she insists on going with him, but we all know what that's about. She trying to be there for Zach, but she don't know Connie there. So now we see Zach. He coming back from the bathroom and lets Connie know that Jeremiah is not in the bathroom. Connie tells Zach that his bro has been jealous of him since they were kids. And Zach is like, why? Enlighten me. And she tells him that he landed on his feet after being locked up and gets a job at the airport and then comes up. And Zach is like, that don't make no sense. He's like, my 51-year-old mother, she can't take this. She's in there back there fighting and she's going to blame me for her being in the hospital. And poor Zach gets blamed for everything. I don't know how they managed to do that, but they got him messed up in the head. So it's good that he's in therapy because these are all the things he's dealing with. We see now. So she tells him that he should thank God he's not neither one of them right now. And then she tells him that she's got to leave and take her kids to school in the morning. And he said, yeah, here, take my car. You can take my car. She's like, you sure? He said, yeah, take my car. I guess she was going to call a ride share or something. But he said, take my car, and then asked for her to please stop by his house and make sure that he didn't leave his door unlocked. And she said, okay, cool. So he tells her with tears in his eyes that he appreciates her, and they hug and she leaves. And Zach is saying, come on, Gladys, come on, like pull through basically. And it ends with Fatima sitting outside of Zach's house, talking herself out of going into there and talking to Zach, saying that he hasn't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned. And she's about to drive off when she sees Deja drive up with some guy in the car. And Fatima starts recording her and rolls up on her and says, I got you. Ain't nothing wrong with your ass. And the guy she was with just rushed into the house. So she told, Fatima told her that she better drop that lawsuit. And Deja said she will not. Then said, okay, but I'm still going to sue your country ass. And Fatima said, and I'm going to send my cousin over here. And Deja's like, why you got to have to send madam? You ain't got to do that. And Fatima said, too late, she coming. And just as I told y'all she would do, Deja tried to flip the switch and told Fatima that she need to check her man. That's what she need to be doing, checking her man. And that Zach left here about an hour ago with a green-haired chick with big titty biatch named Connie. Does that sound familiar? And Fatima got quiet. And then Deja said, and I took pictures of them hugged up. And I said, but wait a minute, Zach never hugged Connie. All he did was get out the driver's side. And since when did Deja ever let Zach get in or out of his car without saying something to him? And Fatima told her she better drop that lawsuit. But she said, you better check your Igga. And she showed her the picture on her cell phone of Zach. But I'm like, Fatima's like, she said, is that your man? Is that your man? Fatima's like, yeah, whatever. And then walks away. And at that moment, Connie's walking out of Zach's house. And Fatima's like, what the F? And Deja said, ooh, girl, I think she got on your blouse. I said, Deja crazy as hell. So that was the way that episode went. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all thought about it. This your girl, Barbie J, saying please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.